Morning Discord, morning YouTube, X, Instagram, TikTok. Let's get into it. So overnight we had Nvidia got some news. So tech leads SPY. So obviously we're gonna get some momentum off that. Let's see if what we're gonna do today. We have FOMC today. Let me make sure the mic's working. Everyone got? Yeah, looks like it's working. All right, let's go. If this opening drives continue, we'll look for support here. This is going to be contended. Trade light today if you decide to get involved. Trade light. Let's go ahead and read the disclaimer. Do not consider this financial advice. Stock trading involves risk. The owner of this channel, the traders that appear in the broadcast, and their affiliate companies are not liable for any losses inflicted in relation to its content. Goodbye. All right, let's see where they're going to grab liquidity from before they make their move. We're in the middle of the lick box here, so nothing to do in here. We need some direction. These are pre-market, so I don't know if we're going to use them. So far, we'll see if they hold up. So far, they're holding up. This magenta and this purple, these are pre-market, so I don't know if we're going to use them yet. So far, looks okay. Here, while this settles out, we got 15 minutes before we get involved anyway, so I'll take this time to just let everyone know how the platform works a little bit as far as the one that we're using to stream live, and it's not Discord. But anyways, so here's how it works. When I first started, this was February 3rd was my first live stream. February 3rd last year was the first live stream, and then at that time, everyone has goals set for a year out, stuff like that. But I knew at that time I had zero social media presence, like not even in my personal social media stuff. I don't have any, and so I knew it was gonna be an uphill battle because I don't know anybody, no one knows me, and I'm thinking, so if I make a video and hit upload, who knows to even look at it, right? So YouTube the platform has an option where you can promote the video, and I'm thinking, okay, well, this makes sense, because when I put a video, it's, obviously no one's gonna look at it, no one knows who I am, why would they? So I thought the natural course of action was to click promote. And sure enough, when you hit promote, you that's when they share your videos. That's when they share the content that you make, and you can clearly see, if you go through the channel, you can see which videos are promoted and which ones aren't, because the viewership is, put it like this, if I didn't promote it, I would have been, this is when I first started, I would have been the only person that watched the video, right? I would have been. And it's still like that now, but I think I can scam like 1 or 2 extra views now. But the point of all this is to say that if you're not paying for YouTube to promote, or for the platform to promote the video, if you don't actually pay money, it's not going to be seen. So it was clear to me a few months in. I was like, okay, this is a pay to play scheme. Because essentially, if you pay enough money, you can even get watch hours, and watch hours is you need a certain amount of watch hours before they monetize you, and then even still, you need 10,000 views to make $100, about $100. 10,000 views to make $100. So I've known for a little bit, but it's a pay to play system. If I don't pay money to promote, they're not going to show it. Then I started to get a little bit of traction, and then now they hit me with shadow bans, which is why you see the disclaimer and all, a whole bunch of other stuff. And they're hitting me with shadow bans for the things that they're hitting me for just are not happening, right? They're saying that I'm promoting credit card fraud and all these things. I'm like, credit card fraud? I was like, you've never watched the video apparently. Don't get involved in here. I'm thinking you've clearly never watched a video. What do you mean credit card? What? Or I'm promoting sneaky behavior, something like that. Sneaky behavior, unrealistic expectations, fine. Maybe that's true. But they're saying that I'm doing things that I'm literally not doing and using very specific language. So here's what I'm trying to say is that the business model of paying every day for the platform to show the videos, and you can obviously see it's true because look at the video count you can definitely tell the difference of a video that was promoted and one that wasn't, just in the video count. So I know that people will watch it if they are shown it. So I know they're not showing the videos, because how is it that if I pay then people watch it, but if I don't pay then no one watches it? So it's very clear what's happening. And now, even no matter what video I make, the same video I've been making for a year, all of a sudden now it's changed, like overnight. Now they're saying that I'm doing these things that I'm literally not doing, making these claims that I'm not, about credit card fraud and like stealing cable TVs, weird stuff. Anyways, so the business model obviously is not sustainable the way it is. So February 3rd, we're gonna have to I'm gonna have to figure out what's gonna happen, because there's channels that are pure, literal AI bots, and all it has in the background is like a little news feed and some charts of an AI bot, and there's people that are trading off this thing. There's people that, and then you even look at the drawdown on the AI bot, and it's like their whole day they're like positive $4 or something like that. Just crazy things. So I'm just not understand. I don't know what it is. Obviously I'm the problem, but whatever it is, it's not sustainable. So February 3rd, we're gonna have to see what happens. We need to figure something out, because paying daily to promote on Google is a costly venture. All right. Yeah, don't get involved here. There's nothing to do. FOMC. If it's your first FOMC, trade light. Trade light. Today's a perfect day to paper trade and not have any FOMO about it. I'm just hearing the background quiet. Give me a moment. Yeah, so FOMC is the meeting. It's a Fed meeting. So the top brass for the Fed, they get together and they put together some talking points, and they give, you know, maybe a financial health of the country, the macroeconomic financial health. So because it's big, important macro news coming out, it's usually volatile on these days when they have the meetings, because this is when they're going to give the actual numbers, right? So they're going to say, okay, we had this many, depending on what the meeting is. It may be like, we have, you know, our jobless rate is this much, inflation is this much, interest rates are going to increase or decrease, you know, whatever it is. So whatever the macroeconomic data is, they have meetings for it, and they call them FOMC. Was that a good enough explanation, David? I hope so. All right, let's see how long they stay in this blue. We're gonna do it organic. We're not gonna use pre-market. We're gonna do it organically. We're not gonna use pre-market. This blue has a lot of liquidity in it. A lot of liquidity built up in here. So let's say if it breaks, we got to watch out for 96.53. We'll look for I mean, technically it should be like this, but for safety, I probably like this better. Let's check higher time frame, see what they got. Below the water, possibly starting a bull cycle on the 5 minute, and we are sideways, maybe weak bear on the 30 minute. If you don't know what weak bear and things like that, if you don't know what that means, you gotta go through the books. Let's see what happens when we get up here. I think we're going to be in this blue until we're not. So that means if we're in blue until we're not, if you're looking for calls, you might want to wait for the bottom of this blue or rejection on the bottom of the blue. But you know, we'll see. We still need some time. We still need time. It's only been 16 minutes. All right, I was on mute. You should be looking at your 5-minute chart for Discord. If we break this, be careful right here, okay? Gotta be careful right here. So measure the risk to reward. Look at the engulfing candles. You don't want them to slide down, grab liquidity, and then there is a lot of liquidity built up here though. If you went all day today and didn't take a trade, that's not a bad thing. Understanding who you are as a trader is the most important. Understanding your risk tolerance is important. First, you need to understand the environment you're in. Understand why I'm saying certain things. And then also you need to ask yourself, oh, I just missed that play, but would you have survived all the drawdown? You know what I mean? Would you have put your stop properly, or are you going to chase it? This is what you need to take into consideration. So if you're having second thoughts, yada yada yada, if the setup doesn't look the way it should, then wait for the setup that looks good to you. You're never going to be comfortable with trading until you come up with your own repertoire as a trader. So look, I told you, if you're looking for calls and we get down here, this is going to be your best bet, right? You see how it's happening? But you have to be comfortable with that, because look, this candle probably made you think one thing or the other. So if we're in this box, there's a reason for it. I think we're in this blue until we're not. This is a tough environment. Look at the engulfing candles. This is why we can't let the candles dictate what we do. We can't let the candles tell us. We have to follow market structure. And look, if it goes without us, it goes without us. If the price just runs, then it runs. There's always going to be another setup. You're not missing any trades. So look, we identified this blue, right? So if it's true that your best bet on calls is going to be on the bottom of the blue, then it's also true that your best bet on puts is going to be the top of the blue, right? Because we're inside of this movement. So whenever I say movement, now you know what I'm talking about. You have to be okay with the entire movement. So when you're taking trades, you should be putting your stops along the movement. The opposite, whatever the opposite of the movement is, that's where your stop needs to be. So if you're in puts, your stop needs to be at the top of the movement. If you're in calls, your stop needs to be on the bottom of the movement. Right? Look, I told you, if you want to buy calls, if you're looking for call entries, it's going to be somewhere when it touches this blue, right? Perfect. Absolutely perfect. You couldn't ask for a better call out, right? You just couldn't. But then look, you see this candle right here? I guarantee if you would have taken this, this would have stopped some people out. Because you would see the price move up, you'd move your stop, and then it'd stop you out. Because it's happened to me a million times. So you have to be okay with the movement. Yep, exactly. And this is why we wait for the candle to close, because you don't want it to wick on you. That's why lately I've been going to the 5 minute and saying, hey, look, we still have time on this 5 minute. Or look how much it's broken through whatever the entry was. It's broken through so much that it's probably a safer bet at this point. So yeah, I think we're in this blue until we're not. So look, if you're in calls, now do you see why you trail your stop along the blue? You trail your stop along the blue. This is your best bet. Or, you take profit whenever you want, but I'm just giving you a little pointer. Maybe when you get to key level, you think about chasing a little more aggressive. But if you want to play the game, these are the rules. Right? Look, calls on the bottom of the blue. I announced that very early, very, very, very early. Now you see, it's happening right in front of your face. And some of you didn't take the trade because it didn't look good to you. Because you're like, I don't know. I see this big candle right here. You see how the big candle doesn't matter? Doesn't matter. You have to understand liquidity and how liquidity works. This candle is a liquidity grab to give it the strength to push up. Once you understand that, everything gets easier. But that's why I'm here to guide you. and to show you what the risks are. Because once you know the risks, once you know where it could turn around on you, then you're gonna be a little more, a little pickier with your trades, and you're gonna want to let them run longer. You're gonna want to let them run longer. You just gotta. It takes time. From what was this? 97.06 to 97. That's a good move. If you would have bought the call on blue, it's a good move. But I know it's scary. So sometimes, whenever I tell you guys, okay, I've been in the trade for however long, and you're like, wait, but that wasn't even the entry. It's because I've already identified where my risk was. And that's me being a little more risky, right? So if you wait for the proper setup, it's less risk. It's less reward, but it's also less risk. And sometimes it takes time to identify something, you know, when this is a thing. It takes time. So when I'm saying we're in blue until we're not, it takes time. You'll learn. It's not going to happen overnight. So look, if you're new and you've never traded FOMC, perfect day to learn. Perfect day to not risk any money, to fire up that paper trade account, protect your actual money, and learn the lesson today. I'm not saying to walk away with nothing. What I am saying is walking away with the education is the best thing you can walk away with, because you can take that education forward. You can take that forward with you. And it's something no one can ever take away from you. Now, if you decided to take this blue, you got to measure your risk to reward. So let me explain risk to reward, right? So let's say we were down here on opening and they decided to break the blue here. You got to ask yourself, is it worth it from here to here, where I know the key level is and liquidity's at? Is that worth it? Or is it better from up here to here? Is this a better risk to reward than this one? This is something personal. You're gonna have to decide on your own. If you hesitated because you think I talked you out of it, this is understanding risk to reward. Don't take it as, oh man, I missed that. You have to take that as, now I understand the lesson. And if you don't understand the lesson to be learned, then you need to DM me or reach out to 3K Dre Day. You see where we're in, right? Maybe it needs a little more time to develop, but so look, offer 30 cents on the break of blue. Let's see, 97. Okay, here's 30 cents. If you didn't make the money, nothing I can do. If you're holding, then you're holding. So if we get under here, okay, maybe we let it run a little bit. But until then, you're dealing with, you got to understand your risk to reward. Let's check higher time frame really quick. Below the water, maybe starting that bear cycle on the 5. Above the water, maybe a weak bear on the 30. And it looks like we're getting below the water on the 1. Now, if you're following an exit strategy, you should still be in the trade. If you're following an exit strategy, if you're going off of, you know, I'm happy with key level or I'm happy with the 30 cents, whatever it is, then be happy with that. But you can't be upset that this is happening now, right? If you're gonna hold, you're gonna hold. That's what I said, right? If you're gonna take profit, you're gonna take profit. This is your risk to reward. This is what you're learning. This is the lesson you need to learn right here. Right here, because you know, look, if this is our entry, they're going to want to turn around and slap you in the face before they continue. You should already have that already ready. You should already have this information ready. They're going to turn around and slap you in the face. You see the environment, you need to adjust your stops accordingly. All right. I'll let 1 or 2 more candles before we get the mascot going. I'll wait a little bit. Technically, we already hit our 30 cents, but I'll wait a little bit. Let's get one more little push down. There we go. There we go. So look, break a blue, there's your money. If you're gonna hold, you're gonna hold. If you took profit, you took profit. If you followed exit strategy, you're still in exit strategy 1. We're still in exit strategy 1. You can't let the indicator fool you. Just follow the strategy. There it is. Easy. I told you, we're in blue until we're not. If you want to take money, take your money. If you're following the strategy, follow the strategy. But either way, this is a win. Let's see how much they're going to give us. Understand the environment you're in. They're going to reach around and turn around and slap you in the face. This is what they're going to do. This is we all understand the risk. I'd like to at least get to key level here. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. You hear any stress or concern in my voice? Not one bit. We're doing this together. We're all in this together. There we go. Hold on, I think the mailman's here early. Oh, it's Maximus. It's Maximus. He's asking me. Yes, I'm entertained. I'm entertained, Maximus. Thank you. Thank you for that. Maximus decided to join the party. Woo-wee. All right. We just had to stay calm. We understood the risk. We're in blue until we're not. Boom. We closed. We survived. Look at look at the currency. Look at the currency. Oh my goodness. I have no idea why we're not absolute number 1. I have no idea why, but we're gonna have to figure it out. Something, because what is it about people that they're so willing to throw their money away on literally giving comments on other people's channel just to have their text message show up on the screen on YouTube? They're willing to pay a lot of money for that. But I'm giving away the game in the stock market consistently, and yeah, I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is, but either way, we had a good day, right? We're still in exit strategy 1. You're gonna follow your strategy, but here's key level. If you want to take profit on key level, we already went over this, right? If we break this, we're gonna look for here. If we get past this, great. We already went all. See, here's the thing. It doesn't matter how much I'm gonna say. It takes the experience for you to see it over and over and over again. Look at this. Look at this. Look at it. Amazing. Amazing. Who doubted me? Who doubted me? Hopefully everyone's quiet because they're monitoring their trade. Hopefully. Now don't be all up in your brokerage. Pay attention to this chart here, because the brokerage is gonna show you exaggerated candles. So use this. Don't use the brokerage, because if you're in the brokerage, it's gonna play tricks on you. Look, if you want the 10-15 minute money. You gotta hold your trades that long. It's just math. This is where it takes a little bit of trust for you to have trust in me. A little bit of trust in me. That when the setups present itself, you're gonna be ready. And if it doesn't work, we're gonna be okay. Because not all of them are gonna work. Not all of them are gonna work. Okay. We've already had an amazing day. Here's the entry up here. Bang. Everyone in the world knew. I said we're in blue until we're not. If we break this blue, expect until here. If we get past that, even better. This was announced. This was announced. Rewind the tape. If you're paper trading, great. Perfect. You didn't lose anything. You didn't miss out on anything. You've gained. The knowledge you've gained is invaluable. I'm telling you that. You can't put a price on the knowledge that we just gained here. You can't, because you can take it forward and you're always going to have it forever. No one can take it from you. All right, we got the key level. So this is where you need to start adjusting your stops, at least, somewhere reasonable. This is a good, if you entered here, even if you got the worst possible fill, you need to start adjusting appropriately, but use this chart. Don't use your brokerage. The brokerage is going to mess you up. We're doing this together. I'm taking the same trades you are. No different. You don't hear any fear in my voice. We're just going through it. We're letting the market do what it's going to do. If we get it wrong, we'll be fine. Just don't over leverage. You didn't miss anything. Stop thinking that. You need to get that out of your mind, because it's going to destroy your account. I'm telling you. Stop thinking you missed it and feel the FOMO. You should be happy with the battery I just put in your back for next time. Because the fundamentals are, pretty much going to be there unless there's a black swan event or some crazy event. The fundamentals are going to be there. So just rely on the fundamentals. Don't rely on indicators. Don't rely on random people saying certain prices to do certain things at certain prices without data. We need data. That's why I always give the path in more than one direction. Okay. Well, that just took me out. So I took it somewhere in this candle here. Okay, that was a good trade. Let's see. If we do break this teal, it's gonna do this. So even on the break of this teal, you got to be careful for your calls. So we're looking for blue and teal today. We're going to look for blues for the puts and teal for the call. But it has to make sense, not just because it broke teal, right? It has to make sense. So in this example, it's going to be break a teal with some pullback and strength. Yeah, something like this. So now what we want to see here, let's see if we're going to flag. Here, let me just clean up the chart just a bit. We'll know the next setup because it's going to do something like this probably. And then we should form some type of flag up in here if it's going to go down. So we already know what needs to happen, okay? if that happens. We already know what needs to happen, so don't panic. So your call scenario is somewhere up here, right? Somewhere up here, and we'll identify it. Don't worry. Don't panic. Everything's fine. Just take money when you can. The home runs will come. The home runs will come. I promise you. Just take the money when you can. We're gonna build the account slowly, and then you're gonna start doing multiple contracts, and then it's gonna get. You'll see the growth after that. But I have this lesson teaching how to scale the account. If you're not following that and you're trying to jump in immediately, that's on you. There's nothing I can do about that. So you can't turn around later and say, hey, you know, I didn't do X, Y, and Z, or I didn't perform X, Y, and Z. If you didn't perform the way you should have, I post the wins every day. That's on you. If you're jumping in before you should, or if you're stopping yourself out before you should, I can't do anything about that. If you're not reading the literature or watching the videos explaining how all of this works, you can only blame yourself. Because the wins are posted every single day, but I missed last Friday. I didn't post it. You guys just let me get away with it. I didn't post it. I actually forgot, and then at the end of the day I'm like, dang. But I was tired. I'm old. If you did exit strategy 2 is now you need to start tightening up your stops if you're doing exit 2. I'm not saying stop out, I'm saying to tighten your stops if you're using exit strategy 2. I like 1. I like taking it on the, you know, when the strong channel breaks, I like taking it on this. But sometimes, you know, sometimes I'll hold it longer. I'll let you guys know. I'll let y'all know when I'm holding it. But I got stopped out here somewhere in this green candle. And I could actually be okay for the day. I don't need to trade anymore for the day. So look, it looks like we most likely have a 50-50 situation right here. If we get up here, they're gonna have to do some splaining. They got some splaining to do up here. I'm here, I'm just being quiet. Let me do some work. I'm here in the background. Give me a moment. This yellow, I don't know. I don't know about this. I'm gonna wait. These are preemptive. I'm gonna wait for these. These are preemptive. I'm not sure about these, so. If you're on TikTok or YouTube or anything else, this is our 5-minute chart. You don't have access to the 5-minute chart. This is where we trade off of. So it's going to be difficult to trade off YouTube and TikTok and all that stuff. Hold on, let me adjust this. I recommend you join the Discord. It's free to try. You can get in now, as a matter of fact. If you go there now to the website, liveswytrading.com. Now, I don't know if this orange is actually a thing. This is just me making things up. I don't know if this yellow is a thing either, so about to find out. The yellow might be the teal. Okay, I guess it kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense. We'll see. So on the 1 minute, we need to learn how to overlay the 5 minute and 1 minute. Okay. So on the 1 minute, you see a possible flexion point. On the 5 minute, you see the possible shoulder. So understand how to use these. Now the only not good part is that I have not confirmed this yellow and this orange. That's the only thing that's not. I'm taking a guess here. This is me guessing. I'm telling you, I'm just guessing. We're gonna wait for the structure though. The structure is gonna tell us. I'm trying to be like way preemptive on this, so be careful here. What we want to see is, are they, look, we want to see if they see this liquidity. They broke it, they retest it. We're gonna see if they reject it. So this on a smaller scale, we want to see, are they, this liquidity here, did they break it, retest, and reject? That's what we're looking for. Or are they gonna find some strength like this? Very simple, very simple. You don't have to stress. And then risk to reward, right? Low a day, or low a day right here, 96.14. So if we get below that, then maybe we'll let it go a little bit. But I think 96.14 needs to be resistance. We need to find resistance here. I would like to see another test of this teal. I would like to see another test of that teal. That'd be nice. So what I'm hoping for is what I would have liked is something like this, right? To form that wedge, and then this will be, but it's not really materializing like this, so that's why I wanted to see another test of this. So but either way, we're not looking for calls until somewhere up here. If you're playing this, then you better start tightening up your stops. If you're buying the call here, you got to start tightening up your stops now. See, look, I'm not mad that I got stopped out here. I'm not mad at all. I'm okay with that, because I know even if this does dump, I know I'm not willing to survive this drawdown. I'm not willing to survive it. I'd rather just wait for the next setup, get less money, but I'll take less risk. That's me personally. Everyone has different risk tolerance. Everyone's bank account set up different. The reason why I like our strategy so much is because these other people, they give you no guidance. It's all vibes. It's all, okay, buy call here, buy put here, and then if it goes against you, they're like, oh, you can't win them all, but you didn't even explain the risk to anybody, so no one had the opportunity to make an educated decision. Everyone's just going off of one guy's vibes, and I don't like that. I'm always offer everybody all the risks before the play happens, so everyone's fully aware. And if you're not, read that. All right, now once you read that and you're interested, you got to go here. If not, there's nothing I can do to help you. There's nothing anyone can do to help you, as a matter of fact. No matter how many brown couches you sit on and complain about your life, it's your fault. Stop blaming other people. It's your fault. Take accountability for your actions. Stop being entitled, thinking that the world owes you. The world doesn't owe you anything. No one cares about your pain and plight. Trust me, no one cares. They're gonna act like they do. They'll act like they do a lot. Until it's time for them to open up their pocket, then they're like, you know what? And the ones that, if you're feeling sad, the ones that are like, yo, snap out of it, what's wrong with you? Those are your friends. Snap out of it. What the hell's wrong with you? You're fine. The ones that are like, oh, you know what? Yeah, you're so right. Everything you said was right. You never made a mistake. Those ones, let those friends go. They don't care about you. The ones always trying to dissuade you from your dreams, thinking that they know more than you. Everyone thinks they know what's best for you. Give me one moment. Be right back. Now look, if you took this flexion point here, don't overstay your welcome, okay? You have liquidity coming up on blue and on 96.14. If you get past that, great. But just don't overstay your welcome. There's nothing wrong with getting the money and getting out. Nothing wrong with that. We can always live to trade another day. And this is a perfect time to paper trade, as a matter of fact. Perfect time to paper trade. All right, looks like we're in yellow until we're not. Now, if you're on TikTok or YouTube or Instagram or whatever, and you're mad that I'm changing up the screen, join the Discord. It's free. You can join right now, today. It's free for a day. And then you make a determination after. They're gonna ask you for that credit card info, because if you want to continue, it'll just automatically have it. But if not, then you can cancel. No big deal. It's not gonna charge you a thing. But if you're new, welcome. Welcome. Also, if you do decide to join, make sure you join on Sunday through Thursday, because Friday you're obviously not going to get your free session. So yeah, like I was saying, if you're getting tired of me switching up the layout, you need to join the Discord. You can use the charts. We already identified the risk right here, right? So if you blue to key level, that's your risk or reward. Was it worth it? Maybe. Your best bet, like I said, is wait for 96.14 to become resistance. We want to see this. Right? There's no surprise here. Everyone knows what to expect. No surprise. Let's check higher time frame. It looks like there's more downward pressure, but it looks like there's downward pressure, but the 30's throwing me off a bit. Either way, our call scenario has to be somewhere up here. Our put scenario, somewhere down here. In here, no man's land. If you're just tuning in, our first trade was on the break of this blue. The break of this blue was our first trade. I got stopped out on somewhere in the 10-15 candle. So now we're waiting for the next setup. I'm really hoping we start doing this. It's not doing it yet, so this would be ideal, right? If we started wedging in between blue and, what is this, teal? That'd be ideal. If you're taking a trade inside this lick box, you're okay with the price. You're okay with the price. We need to see, for puts, we need to see this liquidity break, retest, reject, which would form the resistance under 96.14. Very simple. Don't overcomplicate it. If it doesn't do that, then there's no setup here for us. There's no stress here, right? There's absolutely no stress. Let's put an alert here. And then when we get down there, if we do, we'll make an assessment. This orange, this yellow is holding up pretty well. If you took this flexion here, this is your second bite at the apple. Don't overstay your welcome, okay? Now you need to start adjusting your stops. If you took this one, hold on, let's focus. Okay. Okay? Easy, right? No stress? No stress. Very simple. Very simple. No stress. Hold on, Jay. Explain. What does this mean? I don't know what this your previous statement. What you mean? 200K put just came in. Nelson calls. Yeah. Because you said I stressed, but it was my. What was the mistake? I don't understand the mistake. Oh, 0-2. Man, look, you gotta stop looking at that stuff, man. You gotta stop looking at that stuff. It's irrelevant. You gotta stop looking at that stuff. It's not gonna help us. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but I just don't see the benefit in it. I don't see the benefit. Oh, okay, Confluence, got you. Okay, I like that then. I like that. As long as you're not trading off of it, fine. But Confluence, I like Confluence. That's a good word. What did they turn around and slap you and keep going? Did they turn? Look, if you want the 30-minute move money, you got to hold your trade for 30 minutes. It's simple math. There's no stress here. There's no stress. You don't have to stress. I got you. If you're new to the channel, you got to join. You got to join the Discord. You got to join the Discord. It's very difficult to trade off YouTube. Very difficult. Or you know, however you're. Yeah, it's not going to be easy. But if you're entertained with the parlor tricks, at least hit the like button. Hit the like. Give a follow, something. Show some support. Let me know that I'm not just talking to myself, because I feel like I'm talking to myself sometimes, and I feel like, you know, I spend hours making a 2-minute video and no one watches, and it's kind of discouraging. A little discouraging. But I'm here trying to put up the good fight. There we go. Now let whichever exit strategy you're going to use, let it play. You have to let it play, because they're going to turn around and slap you. They're going to keep turning around, slapping you, and then keep going. Now, if you want to take a key level, if you're just happy with the profit, if you went heavy and you're not willing to survive, I get it. That's fine too. But you gotta, you know, here's the thing. Our entries, stellar. Our entries are perfect. It's the exit. Even if you went in here on this blue, right? Look, here's a strategy working. Even if you went on this blue, you put your stop above the last high and you let it work. So this is still a winner, right? You have to follow the strategy. Let it do what it's going to do. Don't get ahead of it. They're going to scare you with the red candles. In this situation, it's a green candle, but in your brokerage, it's a red candle. They're going to try to scare you out. They're going to turn around, slap you in the face, and continue. How many times have we gone through this? We don't have to worry about our entry. You have to work on your exit. That's what you need to do. And I give all the exit strategies. They're all written. They're all written. There's no surprise here. There's no surprise. It's up to you. Do the work. It's worth it. Trust me. It's worth it. You're not going to waste your time. You know how much look at the money. Or look at the currency look. Entry here, entry here. Bob's your uncle. And you know Uncle Bob's weird, so take your profit when you can. Easy, no stress, right? No stress. We're just following our strategy. Now there may be other ones that work and maybe they print crazy money. I like safety. I like security. I like knowing that I can wake up tomorrow and do the same thing again. How do I know that's true? Because I have it all posted. I have it all posted. All the wins are posted. We're still in exit strategy 1. Okay? You have to follow the, you don't have to, but it's our best bet. It's our best bet. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this money we made today. We did good. We did good things. Zero stress. Now, if you're the type that likes to, you like the fast, quick, you like to gamble with your money and this is probably not the channel for you. This is not the channel because we take our time, we use data to come up with our trading plan and our trading strategy. Okay. All right, let me focus here for a second. Trying to see how long. Now I need to think. Let me get a second, and I'm here. I'm just being quiet. Let me get a second. I'm here. I'm just being quiet. I'll be right back. Okay, I placed my stops. I'm going to get up, circulate some blood. Whatever happens, happens. I can't lose from here, so everything's gonna be fine. I got my runners working. I'm probably gonna take profit on some of it shortly, and I'll let the runners work. I'm still in the trade, but I just gotta get up and walk away. That's what I gotta do. So I'll be right back. Don't overtrade. This is why I got up and walked away. This is why I walk away. Because I know if I was to sit here and look at this, I would have probably stopped myself out already. Now I got another second bite at the apple. Remember I always told you, it's very rare the stock market's just going to touch a price and turn around. They usually want to test it again. So now I'm able to adjust properly now. Now I'm just going to let the strategy play out. Whatever happens, happens. We can't lose, right? We're okay. All right. Let me take this away. I'm taking this away. I'm not going to give anyone any ideas because we're still in this play. So there we go. That's what I needed. Easy. Okay. Look, I walked away. I know what I need. I've done this so many times and I've stopped myself out so many times for no reason. And it's because I'm staring at my brokerage. I need to get up and walk away and stop staring at my brokerage. When I'm telling you these things, it's because I'm telling you from experience. I've already gone through it. Everything you're thinking, all your hopes and dreams that when you took a loss that went out the window and you're like, oh man, I need to stop day trading, or this is destructing my account. I've already been there. I've done that. I've already been there. This is no surprise. This is gonna take you time. I'm not telling you to go and throw all your money in live spy trading. What I'm telling you is to paper trade, do what you're doing for right now, paper trade for a little bit until you feel comfortable. Okay? Once you get comfortable and you start getting in that paper account, get some cash, then if you want to, when you want to make some real money, or the potential, let me not, there's a disclaimer up there before they before they kick me off the platform. Then you go to livespytrading.com. You don't have to waste money or the data's there for you. The data's all there for you. Let's go. One more. Let me get one more. One more. Come on. I'm going to tighten up my stop a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm still in all the contracts. I haven't stopped. Normally, this would have stopped me out. If I didn't get up and walk away, I know this would have stopped me out. I know it. That's just how I am because I like to get the money when I can and get out. Now, maybe I should get up and walk away again, but I'm going to sit here and watch this now. I'm just being quiet. I'll be right. I'm sitting here quiet. Just give me a second. Okay, this one got me on my first set. This one took me out on my first set. I'm gonna move my runners into profit, so I'm not gonna break even on them either. Well, the runners are already solid. Runners are in profit. Now I just gotta see how much drawdown I'm willing to take. Probably not much more past this. There's a lot of contracts there. And with the volatility, I don't want to spike up and not have the ability to, yeah, I'm just gonna be here. Maybe a little bit right here. There. I'm gonna let the runner stay right there. So whatever happens from here happens. It was a good trade. We went kind of heavy on this, so I'm kind of happy to close it out. Take whatever we're gonna get. It's dancing on it. Didn't fill yet. Didn't fill yet. It's trying to fill. Oh man, please give me one more drop. That'll be nice. One more drop. I'll be good. I'll be good. Okay, good trade. Very good trade. Yeah, couldn't ask for more than that. That was a good trade. I'm okay. If it dumps from here, I made an executive decision. I'm not going to be upset. We had very good trades today, so we had very good trades today. Today was a good day. Today was a good day. Yeah, we're still in this yellow, so this yellow is tough. All the liquidity's in this yellow. Let's look for. So the first step, second step, if it wants to head up, that's what it's got to look like. So we're in yellow until we're not. We're in yellow until we're not. Discord, you should be using that 5-minute chart. Only members have access to the 5-minute chart. What is this? Pillsbury Doughboy? What is that? Oh man. Alright, I like seeing all these posts in here. Good. I like seeing all the posts. Now just don't get greedy. Don't overstay your welcome. If we did our job today, we did our job. If you made money today, you made money. Don't get greedy and sit here and try to do this all day. It's not gonna be nice all day. It was easy this morning, but it's not always like that. Especially FOMC coming up. Wait, are they already going? When is it? Isn't it shortly? Or now? Something like that. Should be. Oh no, it's. I think it's another 3 hours or something like that. It's toward the end of the day, right? Okay, got you. Thank you. 2 p.m. On 2 p.m. I don't know. Man, I think we did pretty good today. I think we did all right. Here, let me clean up this chart just a bit. See, look, on this last trade, I know I'm not going to survive this drawdown, so I'm not upset that I got stopped out. Because I know me, I'm not going to survive this drawdown. I don't want to. I don't want to survive it. If it dumps, fine. Fine, that's no problem. I'll just redraw it. I'm being lazy. So we're not looking for calls until, I mean, if you're taking the risk, fine, but minimum somewhere around here. Oh wait, yellow broke. Okay, yellow broke. Let's see what they got. if you took yellow, don't overstay your welcome, right? Because you're fighting the trend. So you can't overstay your welcome. If you took yellow, it's 96.03. That's already your 30 cents, right? I promise you 30 cents. There's 30 cents. Just don't overstay your welcome because we're in the downtrend. We have to watch out for this. Don't assume just because it broke yellow, we're still in the downtrend. I'm identifying risk. That's all we're doing. If we get up here, then we'll probably let it run. Once we get up to like somewhere around here, then we'll let it run. But until then, you got to chase this stuff. Look, they broke this liquidity. They're retesting this liquidity. Now let's see if they reject. Okay. Or if they gain some strength up here. Now we gotta wait. Or if you're already in the trade, don't overstay your welcome. Coming up to that 50-50 shortly. Now, if you see me going like, okay, if you're buying calls, if you're buying puts, I have to do this because there's people that are trading on different time scales. There's people that have different strategies. So I'm trying to accommodate the masses. What you need to do is focus on your risk management, right? If the setup looks good to you in whichever direction, that's what you need to pay attention to. For example, I'm looking for put entries because we're in a downtrend. Then you know we're looking for to break this liquidity box, a minimum to break this blue here. If you're looking for calls, you're probably waiting for up here. So understand your risk tolerance. Just like this, when we did this this initial bolt down, you know, if you took up here, then you know where your risk is over here, and then if it breaks this, then you let it run. So I don't know where everyone's taking their entry and exit, but I'm giving you the strategies for either direction, whichever one you want. Because no one knows if it's going to go up or down. No one knows. I don't care what they say. Not even me. I just know what it needs to look like if it does go a direction. That's what I'm good at. That's the only thing I can offer everybody. As long as we don't overstay our welcome, we'll be fine. Take profit, you'll be fine. If you took the yellow, you know, you're coming up to key level, you need to start adjusting your stops now. You survived the hard part. You survived the drawdown, right? Remember I said, we're in yellow until we're not. We're in blue until we're not. You gotta understand what that means. If you don't know what that means, you gotta ask somebody. Because it'd be impossible for me to go through the entire strategy every day. It's up to you to do some homework and to not be quiet. Ask. They're good people in there for the most part. For the most part, they're good people. Sometimes they bite their toenails. Ignore that. Let's check higher time frame really quick. Eesh. Okay, it looks like we're oversold on the 5 minute. Not that that mattered yesterday. This 30 minute has some room to the downside. We're below the water. Either the legs are going to spread apart or it's going to be an annoying sideways chop for a while until we get this weak bull cycle. If you don't know what a weak bull cycle is, you gotta ask somebody or go through the literature. And sideways on the one. So we see the overall trend is down, right? When we get up here, we'll think the other way. Until then, we don't want to try to call the bottom. We'll know it's the bottom once we get somewhere up here. Then we'll know the bottom. Okay, I'm gonna let this settle out a little bit. I need to circulate some blood. I got a bad heart. So give me a moment. I'll be right back. Let this settle out. The setups are already on the screen on the 5 minute. So here, I'll be right back. Don't overtrade. I'm back. Let me mark out lower day really quick. We need to form resistance under 95.55. Otherwise, we're just still in this lick box. Again, if you're taking this blue, you have to measure your risk to reward to the next key level. Is it worth it to try to survive this? That's what you need to figure out. Or would you rather wait for this? That's what you need to figure out. You know what all the risks are. And also, if you took this flexion point at this 50-50 right here, the perfectly placed 50-50, if you took this flexion point, you're coming up to the low a day. You need to start tightening your stop, right? There goes your 30 cents from blue, as I promised. I'll wait a little bit. Almost. Oh, it's not the 30 cents yet. We need to get down here. We need to get literally to the bottom of the lick box for the 30 cents. See what we got. There it is. There goes the 30 cents I promised. If you didn't make money by now, there's nothing I can do for you. There's nothing I can do. If you didn't set your stop, adjust your whatever you needed to do. You took blue, you put your stop above the last high, you allow the contract to gain the 30 cents. Now you have the option to do whatever you need to do. You want to take profit, whatever it is. This is what I promised. I did my job. I did my job today. However it goes from here, that's on you. How you want to play it. I gave you the money I promised you I was going to give you. There it is. Anything past this is icing on the cake. If you're waiting for an entry on puts, this needs to be resistance. everything happened the way I said it would, right? Everything. If you're taking this, risk to reward to key level. Everything happened. If you're holding, then you're holding. That's on you. Let's check higher time frame. Saying sideways. Higher time frame saying sideways. Volume kind of died off, so they need to build liquidity. We got the 5 kind of in striking distance. Yeah, the 5's kind of in striking distance. We got to clear this box. We need a break and retest either side. So look, it has to be like this, right? It has to be. We'll put an alert here. It has to be like this, because if not, then that means we're just stuck in here. So I guess I'll make this one red for now. So don't get stuck in here. I'm gonna clean up the chart just a bit. Now when we get here, we need to see something like that. If we do. So on this one, it's not going to be just the break. It's not going to be just the break. Somewhere up here is what we're looking for. Remember, it's somewhere up here. This is going to give us an idea. This is going to alert us. Did I put an alert on this? Okay, this will alert us to pay attention to calls. It doesn't mean going on calls. It could, but we don't know yet. We'll find out. So there's really nothing to do in here. Unless you know something I don't. And then if you do, share the secret. What are you doing? I highlighted this one with a confidence too. Let them figure out what they want to do in here. It'll be obvious. It'll be very obvious. All right, alert went off. Let's see what they got. Let's see if they form some type of resistance right here. I want to see some type of resistance. Something. Well, okay. Let's watch out for the liquidity, for the stop hunt, right? Watch out for the stop hunt. All right, we just got back down to this key level. What is it? 95.35. So this needs to be resistance. 95.30. Okay, yeah. This needs to be resistance. I'll move it just a tad. We'll know if this is a stop hunt once we get up here. Probably up here. So I have 95.35 marked out on the 5 minutes, so let's use this one. I've overlaid it on here on the 1 minute. Got 4.5 minutes on this candle. We got 4.5 minutes on this, or about 4 minutes on this 11:35 candle. It's FOMC today. If you made money, there's no reason to sit here and play the game all day. Just take your money and leave. Paper trade, learn the market on FOMC days. Perfect day to educate yourself. All right. Alrighty. Let's see what they give us. $240 on this candle. $240 on this candle. What I'm saying is there's 2 minutes and 20 seconds left on the candle till we find out how it's going to close. Candle closed with a goddamn doji. We're really oversold. Really oversold. Something's gonna have to break and or maybe they're waiting for FOMC. We'll see. Got room on this 30. One more little push down would be nice. Little tiny push down would be nice. Okay. One more. Come on. Come on. Break underneath 95.17. Break underneath 95.17 and let's see the... Okay. Stress free, right? No stress. Protect your trade. Trade protected. Easy, right? No stress. It had to be one or the other, right? It had to be. Because if it wasn't, that means we just got caught in the chop. Easy. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. There we go. It's too... I can't say that, but this is very difficult. And this is not for the faint of heart. Oh my goodness, look at the short-term financial success we are experiencing currently. Amazing. Amazing. Wait, what are y'all talking about? I'm thinking we're gonna be cow. We got cow people? What? What's going on? I don't even understand what this conversation's about. And it's too much to go back through. I just see like things on polls. Oh, okay, that's not Squidward. What's this guy's name? Patrick. That's Patrick. Okay, I don't even think I'm old enough to watch this. Anyways, this is look at this. Look. We had a red, we had a break and retest. Everything went perfect, right? Exactly how it should. Everything went perfect, exactly how it should. Look at the 50-50 flexion. I told you, we're not looking at calls until we get somewhere up here. We're not looking at calls until we get somewhere up here. It's too easy. Look at them. Look at the... Oh my... If you're interested in learning how to do this, you got to join the Discord. The price is going up in February. You only got a couple... Oh. Price is going up in a couple days, actually. Look... Oh, man. Gangbangery. Gangbangery. Okay. Look at this. Look at this. Hold on, wait. I think someone's trying to break in my house. What the hell? What's going on? Oh, it's just Maximus. It's Maximus. Yes, I'm entertained. I'm entertained. Yes. Oh man, come on. This guy always pops up out of nowhere. Yeah, we're entertained, dude. This is entertainment. Oh my goodness. Look at the... Come on now. How many wins are we going to post today? How many? Who doubted me? Someone doubted me. Someone out there doubted me. I'm positive. Don't doubt me. Okay. Someone just one-upped me on my own meme. Look at the quality on that one. I'm stealing that one. They outdid me on my own GIF. My own GIF. Damn. That's a good one. I like this one. Okay. All right, go home. You know what's funny? I haven't named Leonidas on my on my computer because for like, I don't know, a while I was convinced his name was Leonidas. I'm like, wait a minute, that sounds wrong. One more little bit. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm just being quiet. Let me focus. Okay, let me respond to someone on YouTube. I will. Hold on, let me read the damn question first. Ooh. Cypher Domain Industries. How did you know? How did you know? Good. Okay. Cypher. All right, brother. Let me send me an email, livespytrading@gmail.com if you want to do that, or go to livespy.com, livespytrading.com. Thank you. That'd be awesome, man. Appreciate that. And look, if you're doing this off YouTube, good for you. I don't know how you're doing it. That's very impressive. I know people do it off YouTube sometimes, but it's going to be a lot easier in the Discord, man. But it's fine. Yeah. Send me an email. I really appreciate that. Very, very, very generous of you. Hit the like button too while you're there. Hit the like button while you're there. Thank you, sir. Very nice of you. All right, let me focus a little bit. I'll be right back. Hold on. I'm here. I'm just being quiet. I'm trying to focus. This person just made a lot of money on YouTube. I don't know how you guys do it on YouTube. It's so risky. I don't know why you do it on YouTube. I'm glad you're able to do it. That's very heartwarming and I'd love to hear it. But man, that is scary. Because I can just change the thing. I don't know how you're comfortable with that, but one day you're gonna join. I know you will, so. But I really do appreciate that offer and I'm probably gonna take you up on it. If you want to put your email contact in the chat, that'll work too. I'll reach out to you, whichever was easier, man. Or I don't know if you're male, whatever you are, but whichever's easier for you. No, I got you. Stay, keep doing what you're doing. Just, be a little bit cautious. Keep doing what you're doing, and then once you stack that account, join. I'll be waiting for you. No rush. Take your time with this stuff. There's no rush. There's no reason to rush this stuff. Take your time. If you did what you did today, you're gonna have those fees paid off in absolutely zero time. But I'm amazed. I don't know how people do it. That's very amazing. Good for you though, man. I'm very, very, very happy for you. Good for you. But you got to do good things with the money, man. This is my warning to everybody. Not only the disclaimer, but the warning. If you made $1 off of this stream, or you have to do good with the money. This is the pact, the covenant we made with your creator. This is not, this comes at a price. This comes at a price, and you got to do something good with it, man. I'm telling you. Because if as soon as you do something wrong, somehow the universe is gonna find that karma, man. I know it sounds weird and funny, and I'm not this astrology type. I don't believe in none of that. But this is what it is. I don't know what else to say. Just don't spend it stupid. Get off OnlyFans, get off drugs, get off whatever it is. You got to do the right thing now. Time to be serious. Straight and narrow path. That's going to get us to where we want to go. Straight and narrow path. Follow the strategy. Trust yourself. Do the work. It's going to work out for you. I already know it. I already know it. Now, I'm not telling you to go give away your money. What I am telling you is spend it wisely. Make sure you're doing positive things, paying off bills, helping family, maybe a little bit of donation when it's cause. Just okay, here we go. That's what I needed right there. That's what I needed right there. All right, yeah. I needed this. Nice. That's what we needed right here. Oh man, okay. Here we go. Hey, I gave everyone in the world the play of a lifetime. Everyone in the world, and I don't even get any views on my videos. That's crazy. I get no view. I have to pay for people to watch my videos. This is true. I literally have to pay money for people to watch my video. Like, this is insane. And there's people donating hundreds of dollars to other people's chats just to say something on just to have their chat and their screen name show up. Fine. But geez, I mean, I just don't understand people sometimes. I really don't. Look at this. Incredible. I'm not going to overstay my welcome here. I'm not going to do it. This is probably my last trade. I'm not taking any more after this. Let's go. Please keep going. We had a good day. Oh, yep. Do that. Do that right there. Do that right there. Come on. See, I probably should walk away, but I probably need to walk away. But it's FOMC. Oh, goodness. Look at it. Look at it. Oh, okay. Okay. We had a good day. We had a good day. I'll let my first set get stopped out here. Actually, I might just move everything down to here. Yeah, I might move everything down here. I put a lot on the line right here, and I'm willing to. I want all of it. I don't care if it turns. I don't care what happens. I want all this. One more, please. One more. Oh goodness, please. I've been so good. I've been good. I've been good. I've been very good. And I need new flip-flops. I don't need new ones, but I want some different color ones. Oh, I need Gucci flip-flops. Come on. I hate this part. I hate this part. This is the part I hate. Okay. I needed these flip-flops. I'm telling y'all. I needed these flip-flops. The new ones I'm about to get, I needed them. And it's for a good cause. It's cause I needed new flip-flops. Come on now. Give me a little more. I mean, give us a little more. Give us a little more. Us. Come on. Let's go. This is why we can't use indicators. If indicators were a thing, everybody would be rich. Everyone. Stop using indicators. You can't trade off of it. They don't work. They simply don't work. You need data. You need data to know what's happening. You need to understand the market, the dynamics. You need to know some algorithms, but that's a different story. You don't need to. I'm here. Let me do the heavy lifting. If you think we're just connecting tops and bottoms to make a trend line, you're absolutely wrong. It's been tried. People try. Look at what's her name? Tori Trades. Look at Tori Trades. A female, dark brunette. Tori Trades. Look at her. Now remember, I'm showing you everything in real time. Everything I'm doing is live. You can't make this up. This is all in front of everyone's face. Open kimono, as they say. I need one more drop. Come on. I'm not going to get greedy. See? Okay. They got me. This one got me. I was a little too, I took out the runners and everything. I don't even have any runners. Yeah, I took everything out. Okay, this was an amazing, absolutely phenomenal trade. I mean, I announced it to the world. Right? On the break of our blue, you take the blue, you put your stop above the last high, and you let your winner win. I also identified this red on the break and retest. Actually, underneath a break and retest of our lick box as well. This is very easy. Don't. Hold on. Don't. Oh! They went right up to my face, smacked my face, and then they went right to my face. They knew exactly where my face was. Man, this thing better go up now. Now I'm a hater. Now I'm hating. I'm hating on all the puts. I'm hating on all the bears. This thing better shoot up from here. Come on. Okay. Oh man. You know what? I'm not gonna get like this. We did. Look at what we did today. Look at the damage we did today. Every day is not going to be a trading day. So when we have those days that it sucks or the price action not doing what we want, they don't respect the algos. Like, look, they respected all of our algorithms today. They respected all of it today. But when those days happen, you can't be discouraged, okay? This is part of the game. Taking losses is part of it. If you're a day trader, you're going to take losses. Tell me one that hasn't. You tell me a day trader that's never taken a loss, and I'll show you an AI personality. This is not a real person. Every single day trader takes losses. You're no different. It's a day in the office. Sometimes it's raining and you have a coin laundry. People aren't coming into the coin laundry, but you still got to pay the light bill. That's all it is. This is a business. If you're not business minded, business oriented, then you're going to let losses affect you. And if you're going to let the losses affect you, it's going to ruin you. So get your business mind in order before you start doing any of this stuff. Get your business mind in order. Understand your risk. Understand what's reasonable. Half a point move, 50 cents, 30 cents, that's reasonable. If you're expecting a 0.234, what was it from 97? 3 points every day? That's not reasonable. That's not reasonable. Sometimes it chops around within 2 points and we got to make what we can, or stay out of the trade. I already identify all the risk. I'm already identifying all the setups. There's nothing more I can do, right? This is up to you. This is a personal journey. Now, don't consider this any financial advice. Trading stocks involve risk. The owner of this channel, the traders that appear in the broadcast, and their affiliate companies are not liable for any losses inflicted in relation to its content. Once you read that, go to livespytrading.com. You go to livespytrading.com after you read that, and you'll be fine. Oh, man. Okay, we had a good day. I'm going to circulate some blood. I think I gotta go pick up some mail. Oh, it's just Maximus. It's Maximus. There's actually no mail. Okay, I get it. Yes, I'm entertained. Thanks, Maximus. Okay, I'm going to circulate some blood. I will be right back. Do not overtrade. Okay, I'm back. I would like everyone to take a moment. Hold on, let me clean it up. Let's take a moment and, well, I'll do it if you don't want to, it's fine. I'm in the live SPY analysis. If you look at the bolt down, you see the flexion on 9609. And then we have our 30-minute chart. Look at the flexion on 9609 and then the continuation. All we needed to do was look at the trading plan. In pre-market, we already knew what needed to happen and where the flexion was, right? 9609, right here. Right here. So on the break of this blue, that's this happening. We identified it with the blue, right? And then again, right here at red, we identified it with red with the break and retest. So if you're not using the trading plan, I don't know why. I don't know why, because they always hit. And the only reason I'm saying that, YouTube, is because it's true, unless you want me to lie. But they've never not worked. Never. The trading plans always work. That's why on those end of day videos, I always put what the trading plan was, right? Now eventually it's not going to hit, and I'll be okay with that because I got a pretty good record. I got a pretty good record, and I'm okay with that. If you made money for the day, you know, sitting here doing this all day is going to erode your account. You need to know when to call it. If we're up, know when to call it. This is part of trading. Sitting here all day trying to make a buck, it's going to ruin your account. I'm telling you. You need to know when to quit. You need to know when to quit. You're the type that as soon as you don't even try cocaine, if you're still sitting here trading, please don't try cocaine. If you're addicted to this, then whew, don't try cocaine. Bad, bad, bad. Don't ask me how I know. It's because I seen TV. I had a TV one time. I would just like to say that this flexion, look at this bolt. Look at the absolute precision. This is, you can't make this up, folks. I'm doing it live. Right? You can't make it up. It's just too perfect. It seems fake. If I didn't do this hours ago or however long ago I did it, I would think something's wrong. Something's up with that. That don't look right. How would someone know exactly when with the 50-50 perfection? How would someone know that? I'd be questionable. I'd be questioning it too. However, it's all live. So stop questioning it. The data's in front of your face. If you're not willing to accept the stuff that's happening in front of your face, if you think you're gonna make it off of YouTube, trying to copy on YouTube, good luck. It don't work like that. It doesn't work like that. I haven't lied to you so far, right? I haven't lied to you so far. Everything I said that was gonna happen, happened. So why would I lie now? I'm telling you the truth. But you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. Let this settle out. All right, here we go. Absolute perfection. I had to gloat. You know, I don't feel good unless I gloat. I don't feel good unless I'm gloating. But if I'm gloating, that means probably we all feel good to some degree. Let's get, let's see if we can get this. See what I'm doing now? Kind of dangerous. I shouldn't be doing this, but I'll be here, so Yeah, I'll be here, so don't worry. If it happens, we'll be prepared for it. Okay. This is what we gotta watch out for. This one's a little wider. All right, the setups are on the screen on the 5 minute. If you don't have access to the 5 minutes, it's because you're not a Discord member. Good luck. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna be difficult to trade. It's gonna be difficult now. You're stepping over a lot of money trying to be cheap. Good luck. Good luck. Because here's the thing. If you're getting something for free, it's probably worth every penny. You're probably going to get every penny you paid out of it. Remember that. Remember that. I'll be right back. Don't overtrade. The setups are on the 5 minute chart. And if it doesn't look like that, then there's no trade. It needs to look like that. Don't get caught up in here. If you're not already in this call, don't get caught up in here trying to be a hero, trying to chase a dollar. Don't do it. You're in a downtrend. Minimum we need to be here. Watch. We'll do this. One, 2, 3, confidence level. Wait, why does this look just like, oh wait. There we go. 1, 2, 3, confidence level. If you're not willing to wait for up here for calls, then you're taking the risk from here. Fine, that's on you. We got this 50-50 coming up, so careful. Anyways, the plays are on the screen on the 5 minute chart. I'll be right back. Don't overtrade. Okay, really quick, I got a question for the Discord. While this is doing whatever it's gonna do, I'm not getting involved in here. I don't recommend you do it either. I got a question for the Discord. Let me get up in there. So, here's the deal. This okay, I got a question for the discharge. That's kind of funny. That's hilarious. How did everyone not laugh at that? I don't know. Anyways, all right. Here's the question. Oh, really? I thought women don't like moist. Some people don't like the word moist. Anyways, here's my question. I got two choices. Well, not really. I mean, I got endless choices, but there's only two that I'm really thinking about, and I want to know if I should purchase a lever action Marlin. I think it's an 1895 lever action Marlin. You know, it looks like an old West gun, kind of like an old Western type gun. And oh wait, what? So I was looking at the 4570, but that might be that round. It looks like a goddamn rocket. It looks like a missile. Okay. Oh, is that okay? Hold on, we're gonna talk after. So I'm thinking about either a Marlin, lever action Marlin, or I actually saw a Henry X lever action. Just something. Yeah, the Henry. Something. I'm trying to think if I want the classic look, just to have. But then I seen some of the tactical stuff, and the tactical stuff looks crazy. So I kind of like that too. Or, okay, classic, yeah. Because I don't have any real. Everything I have looks like super modern and stuff. I kind of do want the lever action Marlin or something like that. And they have some really nice looking ones, Or I was thinking about like a 9-chambered Canic TTI, something like that, something real flashy. So either like a super classic thing, Cowboys and Indians type of deal, or super flashy, like an everyday, not even everyday carry, but something that looks really nice, you know? So I'm trying to think. Okay, so we got one for classic or modern 9. How do I make a poll? I want to make a poll. Classic or modern? Do I kind of have an EDC? Not really. I mean, I use it as such. It shouldn't be. It's a 1911 hooked up. I got a hooked up ass 1911. Mean. That's more like keeping the truck. Oh wait, okay. This is still doing its thing. Sorry. This is still doing its thing. All right, cool. No big deal. Yeah, so the EDC is kind of like it's a really hooked up 1911. I pretty much made the John Wick style. The Punisher style. How do I put a poll in here? I'm not getting no damn 50 cal. Okay, yeah, lever. Okay. Yeah, I've been looking at it too. I've been looking at that classic stuff. Okay, fine. Yeah. All right, I think I made up my mind. Thank you. But then watch, I get there and I see something real pretty. I'm like, oh man, that thing's gold. They got a golden purple, whatever. Yeah, I don't think I'd ever definitely not going to be any home defense. But take it out to the range and plink some targets, stuff like that. All right, look. If they want to, hold on. Hold on. If they want to get aggressive on this, if they want to get aggressive, I don't know. This is kind of sketchy. I don't know how much more downside we got from here. Let me mark out low a day. I'll just grab this. Or, you know what? I'll put that back. I think it's going to be the same thing. Break and retest underneath this lick. That's probably be your best bet. I don't know how much. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, they're getting kind of aggressive here. I don't think they changed the algo yet, so I don't have any evidence that they changed any algorithm, so it's still what it is. Just got to measure risk to reward. Measure risk to reward and understand the environment we're in. We're back in this liquidity. So we don't want to get stuck up in here. We don't want to get stuck in here either. So let's see if they do a little dance on 94.50. If they do a dance, all right, cool. And when I'm saying the dance, so instead of seeing, you see this wider inverse cup and handle, it'll look like this. Like this, just smaller. Or wait, it should be a little higher. You know, like this, kind of like that. Don't overstay your welcome on the break of this blue. Don't overstay your welcome on the break of this blue, okay? Because lower days right here. Same thing we've been doing all day, right? Just don't overstay your welcome. You'll be fine. Take profit when you can. I'm not saying stop out. What I am saying is adjust your stops appropriately. I'm going to clean up the chart just a bit because it looks a little confusing. Lower days right here. Just they haven't changed the algo yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if they start. Also, maybe I'm a little overcautious because I've already taken my money for the day. So, we did really good today, so I may be a little overcautious, but I'm here. I'm just being quiet. Yeah, Jones, I'm definitely gonna get at you about that. Dang. See, I like the gold inlays. I like the gold. Anything that has gold for some reason. I don't know why I like that. And I also like the, what is it? Octagon or pentagonal or octagonal barrel. I like that. I really like that. But I also seen some that are like hex. Okay. I also seen some that they kind of have an old and modern look at the same time. So like, it'll have like a rails. Hold on, wait. Let me see this. Hold on, let me pay attention. Again, if you're taking this blue, just don't overstay your welcome, right? See if they get the second bite of the apple on this, but I wouldn't be surprised if they change up the algo. They haven't give us any, they haven't shown any change yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's coming in. If you took this blue, just don't overstay. It needs to get down to 60 for the 30 cents. It needs to get down to 60 for the 30 cents. Our safe bet is going to be the same thing as over here, the break and retest of the liquidity. That's going to be our safest bet. If we get somewhere above this green and make this support, we're not looking at puts anymore. We're going to refocus our attention. And then what, hour and a half, 2 hours before FOMC? So maybe they, you know, calm down here for a little bit, chop around here, FOMC happens, and then that's when the fireworks turn on. That's a possibility. We'll see. We'll see if they're going to get everything they can out of this break of this blue. Get everything you can out of break of this blue. Anyways, what I was saying is I've seen some older looking weapons that have like a tactical vibe to it, and it's kind of cool. If you took this blue, we're still in exit strategy 1. I didn't take this trade only because I'm doing okay. We did okay. We did okay today. Okay. Blue to key level, right? Second bite at the apple. Just don't overstay your welcome. This is all, none of this is a surprise. Here's blue again. We need, what is this? Yep. This is our 30 cents right here. This was our 30 cents right here. Again, I promise you 30 cents on the break of this. It happened. There it is. I haven't lied yet. I haven't lied yet. My mom told me it's bad to lie to people, and I listened. All right, thinking about tightening up your stop now. Because remember, this was, remember this. If you took blue, we're still in exit strategy 1, right? Our exit hasn't been triggered yet. If you took blue, the break of the blue, exit hasn't been triggered yet. Or if you took this shoulder, that'll be nice. If you took this shoulder up here, that was a nice trade too. See the shoulder? Here's the second bite at the apple. So don't overstay your welcome here. Let's see what they do. Let's see if they break through. Let's see if they get momentum or what. So we're gonna go ahead and give this one a win. Bang. Let's check out higher time frame. Maybe starting that week bull cycle. And oh, we're touching the water on the 30. Eesh, let's see what happens here. I'm interested to see if the floodgates just open up right here and huge dump. We've had so much downtrend, it's going to need to be significant pullback. No surprise, right? No surprise. Just let whatever needs to happen, happen. If it runs without us, oh well. That wasn't our setup. I'm showing you what our setups are. No surprise. I'm telling you what's going to happen before it happens. Not after. We're doing this before it happens. There's no surprise here. Wait for the setup to come to you. It has to look good to you. This is your money. Be very picky with your trades. You don't have to be in every single leg of every single move. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. Be picky with your trades. If you made money, you should be out already, but whatever. You're gonna do what you're gonna do. I get it. Because you know today's easy, but we're coming up to the difficult time. FOMC today. On the 1, we are oversold. Been oversold. We've been oversold in the 5. 30 still got room. 30 still got room for some downward pressure, but it might be ugly to get there. I might cut the actual stream for as far as YouTube, TikTok, and all that, but I'll be around for Discord. But I'll just be silent in the background. I'll interact in the chat, but I won't be talking. I might do that shortly. We'll see. Let me give it another couple minutes. Another few minutes. If they chop around in here, then yeah, I'll probably call the stream, and then I'll just be in the Discord, in the chat with you guys. All right, let's analyze this 5-minute chart really quick. You know, I did kind of have a wide 50-50 here, but it had to be. So if you, now look, I don't know when these are going to happen. I have to be exaggerated. I have to exaggerate it. I don't know when it's going to happen. I just know what it needs to look like, right? So if we move this over, you see the rejection at the 50-50. Which is also the rejection underneath our, look at that. It's right underneath our support if it wanted to head up. So if you took this trade, you can't overstay your welcome. Right? This is that. You see it? So I'm trying to explain how to read these, how to read my paths. Because I don't know when it's going to happen. I'm telling you what it needs to look like. All right, I'm going to step aside for a second. I'm going to step aside for 1 second, and then when I get back, I'm going to do some admin, and we'll see where we're at. If I'm going to hang out more, if I'm going to cut the stream. But all right, hold on. Let me stick around for a little bit. It looks like they want to dance, but it's not setting up properly. But they're trying to set up the dance, but it's not setting up properly. Let's see if we get a weak bull cycle on the 1 minute. And it would also need to do the same thing on the 5. Yeah, see, they're trying to set it up, but they're not letting it happen. A lot going on in this lick box right here. There's a lot going on in here. When it breaks, it's gonna break. Here, let me clean it up just a bit. Now use this range I'm about to put. Here's what we need to watch out for. Whatever happens, just don't overstay your welcome. Take the money. Take the money and get out. Call it a day, as a matter of fact, but you're an adult. We'll see what happens. Let this play out. I'm going to circulate some blood. I will be back. I'm going to do some admin, and then we're going to see if we get the price action we want. I'll stick around. If not, I'm going to cut the stream and stay on the Discord. I'll be right back. Don't overtrade. We can use 1 minute. We can use a 1 minute for this. If you took the break at this yellow, you got to chase this, right? Because we're still in the downtrend. So for this, ideally, we like to break this teal, retest this 95.55 and reject. This is ideal. Okay, so I like that it had a reaction to this to this teal here. That's good. That's what we want to see. So that's how we know liquidity's here. So remember, I didn't know that this was going to be here. This was just me throwing up a guess. But it does have some liquidity built up. So let me clear the chart just a little bit. Yeah, we want to see liquidity building up on this. Now, if it breaks and the legs just spread, then and you miss the trade or you're late, no big deal. Wait for the weak bull cycle. That's what we wanted. That's exactly what we wanted. We needed to know that this is a thing. Now we know that this is a thing. So again, we don't want to get caught up in here, right? We don't want to get caught up in this, whatever this little range is that I have here. So just wait for the setup. Don't chase anything. It'll be clear. It will be very clear. You know we're in here, right? We already identified this. In case you didn't know, we already had the lick box already marked out since pre-market. So let's see what they want to do here. If they want to break and retest underneath 94.55, 94.50 on the one. So just let whatever needs to happen happen. Set alerts. I'm going to put an alert up here. Wait, what? Okay, there's already one there, and I'm going to put one here. And when the alert set off, then I'll know to come and pay attention. But until then, I'm gonna let it do what it needs to do. I'm gonna borrow the charts for a little bit. I'm gonna do some admin. I'll be right back. Take a screenshot if you need to. 5, 4, 3, 2, screenshot. I'll be right back. I'm here, I'm just being quiet. Look, this zigzag right here, this is lucky. I didn't know that was gonna happen, like to follow the like this. This is lucky, so don't read into this. Look, this is going to be the pattern until it's not. Okay, I'm probably gonna cut the stream here. They're gonna do this until FOMC maybe. Coming up shortly. I'll be in the Discord though, but I'm gonna cut the stream for YouTube, TikTok, and all that other stuff. So it's been a pleasure. If you're interested in learning how to trade with us, go to livespytrading.com. Let's see. Bang. Go there. Remember that. And I'm going to get you sorted out. I'm offering free sessions. You can get a chance to try it out. You know, there's no obligation required. They're going to ask you for the credit card just in case you do want to continue. If you don't, just decline. No big deal. And if you are interested, join before February. I'm telling you, because the price is going up in February. Why is the price going up? Because it's highly valuable information. And you could have your entire month paid off in one trade. So stop being cheap. You're not doing anything to help yourself. Anyways, that's been my time. It's been a pleasure. YouTube, have a good day. Goodbye.